Good morning, everybody. It's Mary Ellen coming to you once again from beautiful Moonrise Cottage, here for your February Pisces reading. We're making our way into 2018, and as always, I'm very curious about how everyone is. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Wonderful to have you here. With every new subscriber, the energy and the wisdom and the knowledge that is coming through from each of us for each other grows, and I love seeing that. And for all the returning viewers, hi everyone. Great to be here with you. It's been a really intense start to the year, at least for me. I'm wondering how everyone is. So, my typical housekeeping announcements. If you're new and you don't know, all the information you need if you want a private reading of any kind, scroll below the video to the description box, click the phrase show more. It's in all caps and sort of light gray type, and all the information will open. The other thing that's very exciting, I've been promising a website for a while. It's coming very soon. Hoping to have at least the first approved version. It's going to flex and grow over time. So we're putting the finishing touches on it, and thanks very much to the wonderful, smart human being that's helping me with that. The website address is the same as YouTube, okay? It's going to be moonrisecottagesoultarot.com. And eventually over time, I believe what I'm going to do is just ask everyone to go to the website to book their readings. You'll be able to see the schedule, see the slots that are actually open, depending on what kind of reading you want. Click on it, book it yourself, make your PayPal payment, and you'll get a confirmation email and a reminder the day before your reading. So I'm very excited. I'm hoping that that is going to just make life that much, I guess, more streamlined for all of us. So let's jump into the reading. As always, exciting stuff coming up. Last month, the outcome card for the reading was the Queen of Art. And the reading had to do with your emergence into this new place, into this new set point of growth and development that was building upon all the things that happened in 2017. Signaling a very heart-centered development in a very artistic way, with beautiful accompaniment by the sacred feminine, the artistic embodiment of that energy. And Spirit's been talking a lot for the last 2 months about our individual emergence into our particular energy set point. So this month, when I did the shuffle and put the cards down, the Queen of Art came out. I'm always very excited when the message that comes through Spirit is directly linked to the month before. So there she is in all her glory. She is here as the Spirit theme message over the top. So last month it was the outcome card, an announcement of sorts, that this is where and how, if you will, your journey through 2018 will proceed. So here she is again to remind us, right on the top, giving the reading its theme, the light, if you will, from the spirit realm, and a reminder is what's coming through about the way, the energy in which you are enveloped as you move through all of 2018. It's very exciting to me. So the Queen of Art is about being a visionary. She is able to implement her dreams. She's very mature, emotionally, psychologically, in her day-to-day life. She has a firm ability to work with the energy of the triple spiral. And if you look at the chair she's sitting on, her throne, if you will, that's the triple spiral. The birth, life, death, birth cycle. And she works in the world at large. Although she, in a sense, in the mythology of the cards, she's a person that prefers to be at home. So the message from Spirit about this is be at home in yourself. Go deep into your personal center for your development because it comes from within you, as always. And, the things that feed your soul are the things that are going to give you nourishment and energy in order to be sitting enthroned in this type of spiral of development with the fire of passion sitting at your side and wearing this beautiful blue-green garment. Shift and change and growth swirling around. And that's the other message that's coming through, and that's why one of the reasons this card was chosen by Spirit, because of the significance of movement. And, your movement as a water sign is very profound. The way in which you swim through the rivers of your life, so to speak. So this year is going to be about connecting with your soul food in order to enjoy your contemplative and creative existence as you work on the things that are going to bring you into your natural set point so that you can do your work from there. And again, if you're new and you haven't seen any of the videos from last year or last month, go and check them out because this channel was started in order to provide a consistent form of messaging. So that's my job, is to bring the message forward. So coming within, Spirit says, this form of energy, this idea, if you will, then we take a look at what comes next. If this is the light and the energy that's guiding you through the year, Spirit is saying, but particularly we're talking about the month of February, what is the aspect in which you stand? That's always the very next question. So for you, Pisces, no surprise, and again, referring back to last month, we had the warrior of art. So this month, you are maintaining that warrior status. And your movement, having emerged from the solstice, there's the beautiful warrior of battle. The warrior of battle stands having emerged, so that theme is going forward in a very strong aspect, if you will. Very much in command of himself, able to provide that which is needed for his own progress, able to provide the sustenance he needs, able to continue the journey. So once again, we see the beautiful blending of male and female energy. And, for you, standing in the light of the Queen of Art, as a warrior, a spiritual warrior, it's about being courageous and strong-willed and fearless. It brings you into a time where you will be able, in a sense, to perform, if you will, a type of somewhat spontaneous and very, I'm searching for a word, forthright, I guess is the word, type of action. Because you understand your place in the world and you're coming into your understanding of your set point and what the purpose of that is, because you are blending with all the other souls that are here doing their particular development and their particular work that comes from deep inside them. So you're going to continue to unfold into your basic nature. And I love that Spirit has given this message to you as a Pisces, because we think of Pisces as very ethereal. And, the flow and the ability to swim in the river of life. And Spirit saying, absolutely. And that is your strength. So when you are in your basic element, you actually are in your place of strength. So from that place of strength, under the light of the Queen of Art, let's take a look at what your human walk is going to be. Spirit's talking about in the realm of manifestation. That's the phrase that's coming through. All right. So here are the cards. We see here the first step in these aspects that I've been just chit-chatting about. The very first step is about a great adventure. And we see the triple spiral again. That's the adventure of art. In the quiet places, Pisces, where you exist. In the deep, Spirit says. Down in the deep, quiet, mystical place, that your energy set point is at home in all of these aspects. You bring your warriorship, your sacred battle here on the earth into the adventure of the deep. So the Spirit's saying this card is chosen in order to discuss that part of your elemental nature. And so that part of your nature will be adventuring through 2018, going a little deeper still with each month as we progress. And if you just look at that row of cards on the bottom, it's really, in a sense, very much about transition and shift and change and growth. And I know we've seen these cards before. It's very interesting to me how they are aligned with each other and the order in which they come out. So the first step is going deep, having an adventure to recapture that which is sacred and build upon it in this new set point that you've developed, having come through 2017. Now you start again anew, stronger, more clear, more in line with yourself, with a lot more self-knowing, in order to capture the sacred vibration that perhaps has been hidden, Spirit saying. So that card, if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, the adventure of art is about the sacred wisdom holder of the tribe, who had his harp, his vibrational instrument, and he would transmit wisdom and knowledge and history, poetry, stories about the days that came before and the sacred things that tied the tribe to the mystical realm. That instrument was stolen. He had to go and retrieve it. It was a dangerous mission. He had to go to the enemy encampment. It was taken in a battle, and he had to kind of sneak in there in secret, cloaked in the night, and he sat outside the camp, and he sang the songs and recited his poetry, Spirit's telling me mantra, sang the mantras that caused the instrument to rise through the air and return to him, and he took it home. So inside of that mythology, there's a very deep message for you. Again, about the month of February, practice this. Practice going home to yourself. Practice your spiritual connection points, Spirit says, in order to continue to bring your deep nature and return it to the place inside of you that it is meant to reside. And when you do that, as you progress through the month, because of taking those actions, more will be revealed to you. So, taking that adventure will bring you to a place of revelation. And again, I love that there's a signification of water. It's about travel. It's about passage. It's about stepping into the new place and transformation. So the revelation of art is, I'm saying art, it's knowledge. The revelation of knowledge is a story about, again, a warrior that lived a long time. So I believe what Spirit's talking about in this card with the transition the way it is the word that's, let me click back so you can see my face. The word that's coming through, actually, is the transition of time. Okay. So there it is. So this warrior lived a long time, many lifetimes, many transitions, a lot of journeying in order to learn what needed to be learned. And in the end of his human days, as he went through the birth, life, death cycle so many times, he gained a lot of knowledge. And in his last transition, he transformed into this beautiful elk. And, the animal medicine that has to do with elk is about stamina for a long journey. And, it's reflective in a sense. Well, here's what Spirit's telling me. Hang on, let me grab the card. All right, so Spirit's telling me, there's chitter-chatter coming through about this, in some ways, on your human journey. It's this. Spirit's telling me, for this reading, for this discussion, if you will, this is the same card almost, right? That is your spiritual identity coming forward and standing in the light of the sun here on the planet, having traversed these many waters. And in your human life, this is what it looks like, as an allegory, so to speak. It's a youthful point of view, a new place, and being able to provide what is needed and go forward from there. So let's transition back to the cards. So that's the adventure that is going to deepen for you. And on the end of your human walk, we see the beautiful decider of will. It's a fantastic placement. I'm very grateful that the cards are coming out this way. The beautiful decider. Let me show you the card, and then we'll chat a little bit. There you go. Look at that. Just that beautiful male energy. It's beautiful. And the will center is completely illuminated. And all that vibration emanating from within. It's beautiful male energy. The energy of the gods, if you will. All right? Giving you the power to make the decisions that you will be making when you go through this beautiful adventure in the light of the Queen of Art. And this beautiful male energy sits on the table just below the Queen of Art. Let's toggle back so you can see it. So they support each other in this reading. That's a lot of power. It's a lot of beautiful spiritual intention. Coming forward, as you move through, Spirit saying, in the second month of this year, in 2018, where there will be an enormous shift and change and growth deeper into your central energetic set point. As you continue to emerge, much will continue to be revealed, and you will have the internal ability to make decisions and understand your life and the power to go forward in all of these ways. So, the beautiful decider of will, it's about empowerment, being able to initiate things, move them forward in a sense. So I think what is coming about this is that you will have a very concentrated form of effort that will come up from within you because of this adventure you're on and the knowledge that is going to be revealed to you, because in this moment that you are here, let me transition back, in this incarnation that you are having in this lifetime, you are here for a purpose. And the purpose is your own development. And there's been a lot of discussion going on in the background of my life with private clients and some chatter on the thread. And it is I've become aware, this is the theme, right? So people often want to know, what's my purpose? And what Spirit is saying is, you are your purpose. Your development, your ability to be in yourself in the deepest way. And all that is meant to happen from that place will unfold. You don't have to worry about it. It's just going to evolve. So that's what all that chatter about evolving and emerging and understanding that your development is your primary purpose. And if you think about it, it's true. We cannot reach our spiritual goals if we do not do the work we're meant to do so that we can be fully present in our energy set point, whatever that might be. And it has a lot to do with your astrological chart and what's happening in the cosmos and how you stand in it. So if you look at these cards, that's the discussion that's coming through about that aspect this month. So the journey continues to deepen. It's really beautiful. Let's take a look at the bridge card. And, again, just look at how this has evolved. Human walk, you're having this adventure where more is going to be revealed to you. You're going to meet the purpose of your own development in this lifetime, Pisces. That's the message that's coming through. And you are your purpose. You're going to know something about your identity and that will give you an enormous amount of knowledge that will continue to unfold, and the willpower to go forward and act on that in whatever way is appropriate for you. And as we come towards the end of the reading, I'll tell you a little bit how this is unfolding in my own life. We're all apparently in the months of January and February. There are some things going on in the cosmos that are unlocking our abilities. And so as you take your own journey, the bridge card sitting above the beautiful adventure of art, no surprise, but really just a blessing, a very deep blessing, we see the gorgeous augury of skill. So, as prophesied, a new skill set developing and coming to you just at the right moment to help you bridge your human existence with that which is occurring on the spirit realm in order to bring you forward so that you can do the work that you're meant to do. That's what the message is. This is a prophecy. The augury cards in this deck are prophecies, okay? Let me just show it to you up close. So again, beautiful male energy following right on the heels of the decider of will. The ability to move things forward, to send your intentions and, out into the world. So, you know what? Let me show you something. Here's the other thing. I'm going to toggle back for a second. Look at the center, the top line of cards from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Do you see those two warriors? Again, there's a continuation of a thread of a message. And Spirit keeps coming back to this card. That's you, your aspect this month. And there you are again. So both in the center and at the bridge, that's very powerful, Pisces. Okay? The warrior of battle becomes the augury of skill because you have stepped into your aspect, right? The ability to send your thoughts and intentions, the gifts that you have, that the world is counting on because you are your purpose, and how you vibrate and how you behave and what you do with the knowledge that is given to you brings the destiny forward. And whatever is the work that you do, it in a sense, it doesn't matter, right? Of course it does matter. Okay, Spirit's talking to me about the Dalai Lama again. This 2 months now Spirit's been talking about the Dalai Lama. All right, so I don't know the exact quote, but there's something about, it's great love requires great risk. And Spirit's saying, just do it. Reside in and act from the impulse of your heart. And both of these beautiful young warriors are naked from the will center up. They are open. And it is that openness with an open heart and an open declaration of willpower, Spirit says, that your beautiful set point as a Pisces creates the destiny that is meant to come from you. And that's why Spirit is saying, you are your purpose, and all else that is meant to be will unfold from within you. Isn't that a beautiful message? So let's toggle back. These two young warriors stand together in order to carry forward the knowledge and the intention of the decider of will. All the knowledge that has been revealed. And they gaze upon, in a sense, and they offer their gifts and their intentions and their actions to the Queen of Art. It's so spectacularly beautiful. It gets me a little choked up. So let's take a look at the Spirit Walk, the reflection, Spirit saying, of heaven on earth, if you will. All right. So, I come from a Judeo-Christian American background, so don't be offended at my word choices. It's just a reflection of, my cultural background, so to speak. But basically what Spirit is talking about is, as a spiritual actor here on this plane, your walk, your destiny, what is revealed to you, the adventures that you have, and the development of your will is a reflection of your journey as a spirit being inhabiting a human body. So here's the spirit cards, the top line of the reading. And where do you see this? So Spirit's interrupting me. Spirit's saying, take a look at the human walk. Just gaze into that for a moment. Feel it inside of yourself. And I'm going to click the button and transition the picture and then look at the relationship between the top line of cards and the bottom. Okay? So there you are, having your beautiful adventure, artistically recapturing your essence so that things that are meant to be revealed to you can come into your knowledge base and ignite your will. Look at that, Pisces. It's so beautiful. The very first card on the spirit line is another prophecy. And again, Spirit just completely acknowledging you as a water sign, as the way you journey, your set point, your emotional and psychological and spiritual experience of being in a human form. So we have on the bottom right of hand corner of the cards, there's a major arcana card. It is the very first in the major arcana of the deck. Male energy, the decider of will. And if you look up to the left, diagonally, you will see the transition of that energy through the beautiful warrior of battle, the place in which you inhabit yourself in this year, and certainly as an announcement, in a sense, in the month of February. And on the top left, connecting these two, we see beautiful feminine energy, another prophecy that sits on top of a prophecy card. There is profound movement happening. So in 2017, if you followed along, you saw that there was a pattern of unfolding in order to prepare you for what was coming next. And now we are standing in those moments. So pay attention to the diagonal shift of the cards, how they connect, what the message thread is, and look at the vertical alignment and the horizontal alignment in the rows of cards. There is more messaging for you. And as I always say, I could talk for 2 or 3 hours. I have a responsibility to try to compress the message and get it out. So I'm just going to remind myself to remind you as the month by month process unfolds in 2018. So let's take a look at this gorgeous card, the augury of art. So a reminder, the first card, the spirit theme, the light for your process this month is the Queen of Art. And on a spiritual basis, you take an adventure, an artful adventure in the human realm. And on the spirit realm, something new begins. Pisces is so beautiful. It's really, my voice is cracking. It's astounding to me. So I'm just going to give you a minute to look at that. And I'll transition over and I'll show you the beautiful card, the augury of art. It's so astoundingly gorgeous. Okay, there we go. Look at that. So I love that there's a city in the background. This is what we're creating, a new society, a new way of functioning, based on the foundation of the revelation of knowledge, because we have come so far, and the continuing artistic journey, the adventure of flowing into your deep nature. So here we have the beautiful cauldron, out of which all things come. And this beautiful woman standing in front of the water element, taking up her own energy, being able to manifest what is to come. And that's why Spirit is talking about the fact, Spirit's saying, the fact that you really are your purpose. It's a profoundly beautiful message. And if nothing else, I would like to encourage everyone to just meditate on that. Just, let yourself think about that as the month goes forward. Spirit's saying all of 2018, you are your purpose. It is your development that is going to bring change. So what you do in the world almost doesn't matter, right? Because it is you that is going to bring the change. It's going to come from within you in a natural way as you develop yourself. It's just profoundly beautiful. All right, so I'm going to transition back so you can see it in line with the other cards. So when we have this augury of art, supported by the augury of skill, the first step about being able to send your intentions that come from the decider of will out into the world, a brand new set point. How appropriate for the beginning of the year. And upon so doing, upon making that decision to send out your love, Spirit's saying your love energy that emanates in your heart, just give it away. Spirit says, allow it to flow, and you will reach a place of true happiness. And when you release that, you step into the next phase, the very beginning of the ability to manifest that which we seek to have as our home here on the earth. So the augury of art is about the beginning of happiness and the ability to manifest with joy and with abundance and to create that which is meant to be. Once that energy has started, the augury of skill starts moving the energy forward. And the very next thing that happens is the beginning of a true form of happiness because of the joy it will bring to you and your ability to manifest that and bring out of that cauldron, if you will, that which is meant to arise. That step, Spirit says, those things unfolding bring another form of liberation. It is the liberator of devotion. One of the most beautiful cards in the deck. Let me just show you. Check it out. The liberator of devotion. Continuing your passage through this amazing journey, the adventure of art. Deeply connected to yourself and to the spirit realm. And there's a shamanistic journey. That's a shaman carrying the soul, right? So, in the traditional tarot, this would be the death card. But here in Soul Tarot, it's about liberation. And we started the reading talking about the triple spiral. Oops, sorry, I just dropped something off my desk. The triple spiral, right? And so here it is. Spirit's talking a lot about how each of the cards reflect each other and the message that's trying to come through today. So let's toggle back and take a look at this again in concert with all the other cards, and understand that there is a shamanistic journey going on, carrying your soul further into your passage, Spirit says, into the realm from which and out of which, Spirit's using a lot of words like that, and within, so to speak, your strength. That is what is manifesting. Your spiritual strength, your identity, the strength of your true identity, the place from which your purpose arises, and that gives you the ability to bond with it. So look at the far right vertical line of cards. Beautiful blending of male and female energy. All right, I'm going to show you the card because Spirit's chattering a little bit in my ear. So that in the traditional tarot, don't you love how the sun's coming out and shining right in the window on the card? This is the empowerer of will. So take a look. We have the decider of will on the human realm and reflecting what is happening on the spirit realm. It's not the same card, right? There are differences. But Spirit's saying to me, really wanting you to see the reflection and become very, Spirit saying, married to the notion, the true notion, Spirit says, that the development that you take as a human being is a reflection of what is happening on the spiritual realm, what your destiny is, what your purpose is, all that we all want to know. We ask it all the time. And Spirit just keeps saying, you are your purpose. This is why. Because from this development, when you go as deeply as you can into your nature, into your elemental and energetic set point, you are revealed to yourself. And all that you do will spring forward from that in a very natural way. So I'm going to toggle back again. And it is in those places that your strength exists. And within that strength card, there's a long story. There's a lot of mythology behind that card. The empowerment of will to support from the heavens your journey here on the earth, to follow the energy. And if you look at the liberator of devotion and the empower of will sitting together, following along the prophecy of the beginning of an artistic way of doing life and understanding yourself, then we understand the movement. Both of these cards indicate movement. In the Liberator, there's movement in a shamanistic way. The spirit realm, carrying your soul across another divide, deeper still into your understanding, deeper in connection with all that exists, coming home to that place, and yet still residing here on the earth. And as you do this, you come into a form of strength that you've never imagined. And it's happening because the energy, whoops, it's always backwards, so let's see. So it's this card. All right, so just see the vine, the ivy, right? You see how it sort of winds its way through the card? That's about the movement of energy. And it's by following this energy that comes into your heart chakra and moves you forward and gives you strength. So in a sense, we have the decider of will accompanied by the empowerment of your will on a spiritual basis. And in the center of that horizontal line of cards on the far right, we see the Queen of Hearts, lighting the way, creating the fire, and ensconced, if you will, living within the triple spiral of this type of movement, both in the heavens, on the spiritual realm, and here on earth. And so, the outcome card, no surprise to me, beautiful and supportive of this entire journey. There it is. That is the incredible quest of knowledge. So, on the bottom left, we see the adventure of art. Your journey, your human walk, the first step on your human walk this month. And the last step, if you will. Spirit's interrupting me and telling me a couple of things, but let me finish my thought and then I'll go forward. So your human walk, evolving in this way and reflecting the heavens, Spirit says. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you something. So there you are. All right, there's your first step. Under the light of the Queen of Hearts. She is with you every step of the way. As part of the message. It's going to be a very mystical journey. A deepening of your ability to recapture yourself in the artful way in which you do your life because you are a Pisces, right? And here's the outcome. Look at that. A quest of knowledge, deepening from the foundation that you have achieved. Because of the knowledge that's been revealed to you, you go deeper into your nature. And Pisces, we all know that you have a very deep set point, a very ethereal, spiritual basis for your energy. And so you are going to continue, Spirit saying, you are going to be a student. You're going on this quest. And you are going to travel far and learn a lot about the deepest sacred knowledge that exists here on this plane. and understand its connection to the spirit realm. It's a beautiful message for you this month, and I look forward to chatting with all of you on the thread. As always, I really want to know, what are you experiencing? What's happening? What's unfolding in your life? So I promised a little story. There's been an unfolding. It's been a very challenging start to the year for me for lots of reasons, a lot of challenges. I think today's the 27th, and for all kinds of reasons, I'm literally just now having the time and the energy to start the readings. I'm so far behind, it's freaking me out on a certain level. But what's really true is it's happening this way because it's perfect. There are things that have unfolded for me that I would never have expected to have happen. And I have been given the gift of reconnecting with somebody who was very important to me, and a person who's having a lot of challenges and needs a lot of support. And I would never have expected that I would even want to engage with that. And what I'm having happen inside of me is I'm going forward and deep into that experience, because my mind will tell me, oh my God, don't go there. That's too messy. Don't do it. But the truth is, it's what my heart wants to do. My heart wants to provide that love and that service and that support to somebody who's struggling. And, it's adding another layer of things to do, if you will, into my life every day that I thought, I would never have time for that. But my heart is pushing me forward. And there's a lot of beauty unfolding because of that. And so that's the theme. I'm going to toggle back and leave you with the cards. Spirit's talking about those kinds of things. And I'm not saying you have to go out and complicate your life like I do, but there are impulses that are going to come through to you about what your heart wants to do. And that's why you are your purpose. And if you continue your own development, life will unfold in a way that is really beautiful. So, in a sense, I could look at the things that are unfolding for me as a complication, making life more challenging, etc. The truth is, it's bringing an enormous amount of joy to my entire family. And it's not a big deal. I guess I'm not at liberty to really say. I don't mean to be mysterious. But so that's the message that's coming through. Step in. Be the warrior of battle. Be the augury of skill and the augury of art. Go on the sacred adventure to find out what will be revealed to you and how it will change your will so that you begin to act from your heart chakra, able to receive messages from there and understand how you are meant to act on those messages and those sacred impulses. And it will bring you into this beautiful quest of the knowledge that resides within you. It will take you deeper still, Spirit says. So Pisces, have a wonderful month of February. My tongue keeps stumbling. I'm going to put the link for the new website below the video in that information box. So click the Show More box. The information will be there, but you'll be able to go look at the website. I have taken a solemn vow to publish at least the first version by the time these videos drop and are published. And, it's still under construction, so be patient. And thanks for all your love and support. Have a wonderful month, and I will look forward to speaking with you on the thread and to hearing about your adventures, because you're going to have a lot of them. Have a wonderful month, Pisces. And don't forget, you are your purpose. Thanks, everyone.